Hey there, Gemini. How you doing? Hope everything's going good. Welcome to your week of February 21st, 2022 general tarot reading. We're just going to jump right into this. We got your energy over here on the left with two aces. I'm loving it. And the Knight of Pentacles. So we got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles here. Looking really good. Two aces is great. That's like a real big go ahead. That's like a yes from the universe, which is really awesome here, especially with one of them being the Ace of Wands, because you can see here the hand is giving you a thumbs up. It's like, go for it, do it. You got a spark of creativity, you got these ideas in your head, like follow them. Like now is a good time for that. The Ace of Swords along with this is saying that this is great. You can overcome these opportunities here. I feel like your mind is going to be the key to the crown, right? You're going to be really looking towards using your mind, that thing between your ears, right? To kind of get yourself to glory, get yourself to power, get yourself to that kind of position there of authority, which I think is super beautiful here. And with that Ace of Wands as well, that's that spark of energy, this spark of creativity, as well as growth here, right? You can see all the life kind of sprouting out from the wand here. Really, there's some solid growth here to be found for you, absolutely. With this Knight of Pentacles too, I feel like at this time you're committed to the idea of just trusting the process and taking as much time as it needs to take, right? The idea of quality over quantity. So I feel like this is really good. I feel like you're really not rushing things here, and it's gonna be paying off big time. Like, you got it. So let's take a look at some clarifiers. Like, get some more detail on this before we move into your challenges here, Gemini, all right? What do we have for our Geminis? We got the Death card, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, Four of Pentacles definitely lines up for sure, because the Four of Pentacles tells us about how you want to be in an energy of not taking a risk, right? You're kind of doing the proven method, right? Where you kind of like look towards things of like success leaves clues. So you see how other people did things. Now, not necessarily everyone took the exact same path to get to where they are, of course, but there are certain like hints. There are like, oh, this person did this, and this other person who also achieved, you know, what they were trying to do did that, right? And it's like, okay, so they all kind of did this one thing or two or three things, right? And that's what really got them into where they need to be. And the Four of Pentacles really says, like, focus on that, focus on those kind of things so that you'll achieve what you're trying to achieve. With the Six of Swords, maybe we're going to be in a bit of a rough patch, but like we said with that Ace of Swords, you can overcome anything you face. So we are heading towards, you know, in that rough air right now, but we're heading towards some calm air here in the future, which is great. Some smooth skies, everything going good here. With the Death card here as well, Death card represents Scorpio, so you may have Scorpio in your chart. And if you do, let me know down below. I always love to hear about that. But the Death card really represents a cycle coming to an end. So I feel like this is almost as if you're kind of changing here, and if you haven't already kind of gotten into this mood of what you're in now with these aces in the night and everything, with this kind of change towards success and growth and all this, if you haven't already started into this, you're going to be soon. Like, you're going to be starting to realize that this is what's really important for you in your life. So I'm loving that. That's awesome. Let's take a look at some, I was going to say some clarifiers. Let's take a look at some challenge cards you might be facing this week. See what might be going on here. All right. What do we have for you? We got that Seven of Cups rolling in, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands as well. When you get them in doubles, as it turns out. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups represents a lot of choices here, maybe a little bit of analysis paralysis going on at this time, maybe a little too many options for you here currently. So that can be troublesome, but I feel like with back here, you're set up to do it well, because we got that Knight of Pentacles, right? We're going to trust the process. We're going to take our time, right? We'll either take our time to pick the right path, or we'll just go through them as we go through them, and we'll find the right one by process of elimination. So I don't feel like that's anything to be worrying about this week. With the two queens here, you could be dealing with either an earth or fire sign at this time. Could be any sign though. But, you know, as it is a general reading. But with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here, Earth and Fire would be one of those two. It could be an older person, someone maybe maybe an older person's, people who might be in a bit of authority or a bit of power over you at this time, or someone with commanding presence that as well here. Could be dealing with that. Maybe they're kind of presenting a few too many options for you. Maybe they're trying to help you, right? Queens are nurturing by nature, right? They're very motherly. They want to help you grow. And maybe they're presenting you with a few too many options at this time. So they're trying to help, but they're hurting a little bit, but it is coming from a good place. So I feel like even though they are bringing challenges, they are trying to do good for you. They are trying to help you out. And they don't necessarily have to be women. They could be men too. It's just energy, right? We can't have two kings of pentacles, right? So we have to distinguish them somehow. We got to pop out, flying out here for you to clarify this. We got Temperance throwing down, so most definitely could be a fire sign, as Temperance is a fire signs card, Sagittarius, in fact. So definitely, if you're dealing with someone more likely a Sagittarius, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. We got the High Priestess and the Three of Cups here. Yeah, Three of Cups represents your community trying to help you, trying to come together and celebrate and such. So yeah, I feel like these are people who know you, are trying to help you out, but maybe, presenting you with a few too many options here. Temperance tells us that you might be a little too closed-minded at this time, so try to open up a bit like these flowers are. Try to be positive, right? A key thing here is there's a sunflower here, and there's also a sunflower here on the Queen of Wands as well. Spike just tried to get on the table and he fell off. That was that shake there. But yeah, he's okay. But what we're seeing here is just like, try to stay positive, try to stay open-minded. Don't try to, be like, oh, they're just, trying to confuse me or something like that. They are trying to help you out here. Okay, buddy. With the High Priestess here as well, your intuition might not be the best at this time. So try to think things through, try to be logical, right? We talked about that with the Ace of Swords. Use your mind, right? With the High Priestess, though, as well, try to remember that everything comes in cycles. There he goes. Try to remember everything comes in cycles, right? Not necessarily everything is going to be black and white. Not necessarily everything is going to be like the way it is all the time, every time. Sometimes these people are trying to help you out, and sometimes they're, trying to help you out, and sometimes they won't try to help you out too. Maybe when you feel like you need it the most, they'll be like, you got it, you can handle it, you did that other thing so well, right? And you'd be like, no, I could really use some help now, actually. So just be aware of that. Sometimes things go through cycles, so keep an open mind. So let's get into your outcome cards. If this has been helping you out and resonating with you, you can always hit a like, hit that thumbs up down below, helps out a ton. You can also subscribe if you really like what I do here and you want to find me easier every week too. So let's get into your outcome cards. We'll clarify them and then we'll tie everything off with an oracle card at the end. But we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Wow, that's really beautiful. That's a really beautiful energy here with that 10 and 4, because the 4 tells me that you're being really open-minded at this time, like you're really thinking about your future here, and the 10 of Cups is in your future as well. So I feel like your dream life is coming for sure, as that is what the 10 of Cups represents: your dream life, your dream home, your dream partner, if that interests you, dream family, dream kids, whatever, right? That is all coming to fruition. And especially the Wheel of Fortune, you got momentum on your side, you got fortune on your side at this time as well, if you're willing to be open-minded and be positive, like we were talking about back here. Just be positive, keep your mind on the future, keep your eyes on the prize here, and just keep building on that, and you will be there, before you know it. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. So let's take a look at some oracle cards. These aren't oracle cards. Let's take a look at some clarifiers, and then we'll look at your oracle message. They'll tie you off here. All right, let's see what we got here for you. Gemini, we got that Four of Cups again, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Cups here. Yeah, that Four of Cups repeating. Definitely keep your eye on the future. Keep your eye on like what your future looks like for sure. With the Four of Cups as well, it can represent that this could be a fortuitous time for you, with that offering being brought in for you, which makes sense with that Wheel of Fortune. So you might be encountering something here in the future, in the next week or a couple of weeks here. Could be, a gift coming in for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something life-changing, of course, but something that is going to help you on your way for sure. I like that. With the Four of Cups, again, keep your eye on your future. Remember that the future is ever shifting too, right? People change and grow. So what may be something that you're like, oh, this is what I wanted when I was younger, may not be the case here later on. So keep that in mind. with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups here, that's really nice because the Page of Cups tells us to keep our eyes open for opportunities. Here with that fish here in the background, you ever think of a fish in like those videos where the guy catches the fish and he holds the fish up and then the fish flops off and back into the water and he's like, ah, geez, right? Like he thought he had it, but then it got away. So just keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on opportunities here in the future because sometimes they can slip away if we think we got them for sure. Don't ever count your chickens before they hatch, right? With the Knight of Swords here as well, though, really moving forward in a quick way here. Like I say, I think like things, there's luck on your side at this time. There's fortune on your side at this time. And I feel like that's really going to help speed things ahead if you're keeping your eyes open for those opportunities and making your own luck, really. So that's really beautiful. So let's take a look at your Oracle card, wrap this all up for you, see what we got here for you, Gemini. What do we got for our Geminis? What is their Oracle message here this week? We've got, oh my Lord, the Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait, number 53. What do we got here? There we have her. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. The Seahorse Spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from the Seahorse Spirit is, not my circus, not my monkeys. The Spirit wants you to know that even if you're tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your query, the Seahorse Spirit asks you to take a step back from it. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of a position of neutral observer, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and deeper understanding of what you seek and why, and you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. And we were kind of talking about that a bit with that 7 of Cups back here in your challenges, and Temperance too as well, where you may be presented with a lot of opportunities here, a lot of choices, a lot of options, and you may get kind of focused on like, I'm just looking for the right one. And you may get too focused on it. You may not be willing to look at the big picture, may not be willing to experiment and change things up here, right? So the Seahorse Spirit is telling us maybe the best thing for you to do this week is to watch and wait. Let the things kind of naturally take care of themselves. Kind of let you step back and see like, okay, no, that's a good idea if I was doing something else entirely, right? You know, I've had people present me with opportunities and ideas when I'm doing this channel and stuff, and I've been kind of, you know, you weigh them, you consider them, what would I do, what should I do, and you try to take it all under consideration, right? Like, I remember when I was starting this channel up, or actually starting another channel I had done previously, doing something completely different. A friend of mine presented me the idea of like, I put the music too loud, and I was like, it's not that loud. Whenever I listen to the videos back on like my phone or something, it doesn't sound that loud. And he goes, yeah, it's not that loud to you, but when I'm wearing my headphones, because that's what I do when I watch YouTube, is it sounds really loud. Like even when I turn the volume down, I was like, oh, I never considered that before, right? And so maybe something like that will present itself to you if you take that watch and wait approach, right? Because I never considered a headphones viewing audience before, and now every time I put music into these videos, I do consider those kind of people. So I try to keep the music to a minimum so that it doesn't overwhelm them, so they're not, you know, not able to hear the message or it's distracting or something, right? So for you, you know, maybe just that kind of a watch and see approach, you know, when people come to you with ideas and stuff to consider different things and different perspectives and such, while kind of just waiting and kind of sitting on it and contemplating it. So hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully that resonated with you, Gemini. If you want to help out the channel, hit that like button, that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you really like what I do here so you can find me more easily every week. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one, and I'll see you next time.